Hi, we've been parked up here at the 7 Mile Beach Holiday Park at Gerroa for the last few days. Thought I'd take you for a bit of a walk around the park and tell you what it's like. The park itself has two separate sections, I guess, separated by the road. So this is the beachside holiday park, which is where we've been, and on the other side of the road you have the riverside campsite, which is where reception is. So when you first arrive, if you need to go to reception with your caravan, you have to go in over there and then figure out, or go in there I guess, and turn around so that you can get back over the road. My recommendation is to ask for contactless arrival so that you get given your codes for the boom gate and you can just drive straight into your site. There's a jumping pillow, kids playground, tennis courts operating since we've been here. Essentially there's lots of little cabins, powered sites. So some of the sites aren't real big. This was the site that originally we were going to be on, site 52. Was a bit too tight for us, we felt. Not only that, there was somebody parked there when we arrived to get on our site, and it was also right here opposite the camp kitchen and the pool, which it's not ideal for us, but anyway, it was easy enough to change. They had plenty of vacant sites, so we just asked to move. So here's your pool area in here. Unfortunately the colour of the pool doesn't look too inviting, but it has had a fair workout this week. There is a pizza oven and barbecue through here, amenities block. One of the things that we look for when we come to a caravan park is to use the laundry, and unfortunately, oh my goodness, this has all changed today. When I came in here the other day, 3 of the washing machines had out of order signs on them and you had to pay with $1 coins. Today they're all fixed. Good on them. That's great. Well, you should be able to have no problem doing your washing, unlike me. I had to do 9 loads of washing that I'd saved up with one washing machine. Anyway, that's great. There's a dump point just around the corner there, and a dog wash as well. We couldn't use the dog wash because there's no access into the dog wash other than lifting your dog, and 26 kilo scrambling Aussie Shepherd who doesn't really want to have a bath is not much fun to try and lift. Anyway, here is got more powered sites here. This is where we parked up, over here on the left hand side. Pretty generous sized sites width wise. You know, we can fit the ram and the awning and the van. There's direct beach access from the park as well. So there's a number of paths that will lead onto the beach. Let's go have a look. So the path through to the beach is really gorgeous. It's so natural and beautiful. When you step out onto the beach, there's plenty of beach up to your left and then again to the right. It goes all the way, I think, to Shoalhaven Heads. That's 7 Mile Beach, 7 miles all the way. It's pretty quiet. We thought the week before Christmas there might already be a few people who were taking advantage of schools finishing earlier or being off work and setting up camp in preparation. There's not a huge number of those. Plenty of sites still vacant. I imagine Boxing Day that changes.
Over here you've got the river, which is a tidal river, and there are some cabins looking out onto the river, and then a few powered sites along the way. I think this is also their unpowered section along here.
Coming past the playground and the jumping pillow, there's a viaduct that goes under the road to connect you to the Riverside Park.
Okay, so we're now over on the Riverside Park area. Over there is reception. That's where you'll go when you check in, if you need to check in. And then there is something of a, I guess you would describe it as a petting zoo. I don't know what you'd describe it as. There's some cockies in a cage, there's some chooks, and then there's a pen with some goats in it. Their names are Elmo and Ernie. Hi guys. Oh, look at that. I thought that was a statue, and then he started to move. So when I went into reception the other day to try and buy an ice cream, they offered me a bag of food to feed the goats. So I guess that's something that the kids can do, feed the goats. They don't look like they're unhealthy. They look okay. It's not a very big pen for them to live in, but they seem like they're doing all right. Okay, well guys, I will leave you and keep on having a look around the park. I was pretty surprised to see the weeds all through the kids' playground. I would have thought that with Christmas coming, they would have taken the opportunity to do some simple maintenance. It's not really hard to pull weeds out of the ground.
And then over here is what appears to have been the kiosk, which is empty. So it's just empty in there, nothing doing, which is a shame. And then throughout the park, it is essentially all permanent cabins. So when I walked through there the other day, there weren't a lot of cars or people. Again, it's the week before Christmas. That'll be different next week. Let's go have a quick squiz. Oh, there's a swimming pool up here. Swimming pool's actually closed. Over sign's fallen over there, but the swimming pool's closed. When I asked them why the swimming pool was closed, they said that the pump had broken and they were trying to get approval to replace it, but it was very expensive. This is the river access here. There are some caravan sites all the way down along the river. They are quite deep sites, so if you had a long vehicle like we do, they'd be pretty good. Not difficult to get into, but the rest of the park is cabins all the way through, holiday cabins. So I think that the beach side is definitely the pick. I guess disappointing thing for us is that despite it being a dog-friendly caravan park, dogs are prohibited on the beach here at Gerroa 24/7, and I think that has to do with nesting seabirds, which is fine. It would just be great if there was a little bit of beach that you could exercise your puppers on. Our bad. I should have done my research and known that. It's one of the most frustrating things to know you've got a beach right at your doorstep and you can't go there. The other thing that was a bit disappointing for us is that when I booked, I advised that we were 2 adults and a dog, and I got a message on my phone today to say that dogs are not allowed in the school holidays, so effectively from yesterday our dog wasn't allowed in the park. We could stay but he couldn't. Well, that's not an option either, and Admittedly, they made an exception and said we can stay till tomorrow, which is our booking, but it would have been nice if they had have let me know that when we booked, especially given that I did say that we were travelling with a dog. That's something I always make sure that I say. Anyway, that's at my review of 7 Mile Holiday Park. It's okay, I wouldn't come back here.